Have you ever experienced a moment so powerful that it felt like the universe was calling your name, as if something monumental was about to change in your life? If you are a Leo or have significant planets in this sign, listen carefully, because March 11, 2025 is not just another day. This is a wake-up call from the universe, a moment of transformation and awareness that could completely alter your path. This is not merely the energy of an ordinary full moon. No, we are talking about a rare alignment that brings profound shifts in self-perception, creativity, and personal power. A transformation that forces you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I truly living as my authentic self? The universe is setting everything in motion to push you into a greater phase, and whether you are ready or not, change is coming. The question is, will you embrace it or resist it? This is the time to step into your power, assert your presence, and release what is holding back your inner light. In the next section, I will guide you through exactly what this means for you, how the upcoming full moon and other astrological events are shaping your reality, and how you can harness this energy to enter a new phase of your personal journey. So, if you're ready to unlock the power of this moment, keep reading, because what's coming next is something you won't want to miss. The full moon on March 11, 2025 marks a significant turning point, a moment when the seeds planted in the past begin to reveal their results. For Leo, this is not just an astronomical event, but an inner awakening, forcing you to clearly evaluate the path you're on. Are you truly satisfied with where you are? Do the things you're pursuing reflect your core values? These questions may become more apparent than ever during this time. With your strong and proud nature, Leo always seeks to affirm its position in life. But the full moon in Virgo brings a different message. Reevaluating the small details, the fundamental foundations, and the seemingly insignificant aspects that deeply influence long-term growth. Leo is the sign of radiance, but is that light being sustained in a stable way? Are you getting lost in personal ambitions while neglecting your health, the organization of your life, and the solid foundations for your future? The partial lunar eclipse on March 14 will be an even greater challenge. It will directly impact the balance between creativity and practicality, between the desire to soar high and the real-world constraints that must be addressed. The balance between ego and responsibility is something Leo needs to confront now. You may realize that some of your passionate plans need adjustments, or even need to be abandoned, to make way for more practical choices. I know that change is never easy, especially for those as strong-willed as Leo, but try looking at it from another perspective. This is not a sign of failure, but an opportunity for self-improvement. The full moon in Virgo doesn't ask you to abandon your brilliance. It reminds you to strengthen your foundation so that your light remains unshaken in the face of upcoming challenges. So how are you feeling at this moment? Is there something in your life that is making you question things? Are there plans you're reconsidering? I want you to take a moment to reflect on this, because in the next section, we will dive deeper into how to use the energy of this period to create powerful and lasting transformation. Mars is in Aquarius, directly opposing Leo, creating a confrontation that cannot be ignored. If you have recently felt an internal restlessness, a sense of urgency, a stronger need to assert yourself, this is the influence of this cosmic event. Leo's nature is radiant, individualistic, confident, and bold. Meanwhile, Aquarius brings an opposing energy, collective, innovative, and disruptive, of old limits to move forward. When these two forces collide, you may feel challenged in your strongest areas: position, power, reputation, and influence. The things you once believed in without question may now be put to the test. The structures you've built may need adjustment to fit a changing landscape. I know that for Leo, stepping back is never an easy option, but this time, instead of seeing it as a concession, think of it as a strategic move. Mars in Aquarius is not asking you to give up your position. It's urging you to find a new approach, a way to continue shining while also adapting to the changes of the times. You may notice conflicts in your work or in the way you present yourself to the world. You might feel challenged by new ideas, by people with different mindsets, or by changes beyond your control. This is a crucial time to ask yourself, am I clinging to an outdated image of myself? Am I willing to adapt in order to grow even stronger? The presence of Pluto further deepens these transformations. Unlike Mars, powerful, explosive, but fleeting, Pluto is the planet of slow yet profound transformation. What you are experiencing is not just a minor adjustment. It could be a complete metamorphosis. I won't say this process is easy. The transformation brought by Pluto always requires us to let go of a part of ourselves, a part that has become outdated, a part we once believed we couldn't live without. But this is the rule of growth. If we don't evolve, we become trapped by the very things we once built. So what will you do with this energy? Will you cling to the past, even as it becomes heavier to carry? Or will you courageously step into a new phase, a version of Leo that is still powerful, but more adaptable, more profound, and ready to seize greater opportunities? Think about that, because in the next section, I will help you understand how to use this period not just to adapt to change, but to lead it in your own way. There are moments in life when we simply cannot continue on the same path, no matter how much we want to. For Leo, this is one of those critical crossroads, a time that forces you to reassess yourself, face transformation, and, most importantly, decide how you will move forward. The astrological influences at this time do not merely affect minor aspects of your life. They could bring profound changes from the inside out. I understand that change is not always easy, especially for Leo, the sign of pride, resilience, and personal radiance. But sometimes, letting go does not mean losing. It means making space for something more worthy to enter. You may feel like what was once familiar no longer provides the same sense of security. A job, a relationship, a long-standing habit, anything that no longer serves your growth may be challenged under the current cosmic energy. This is the time to face the truth, even if it is uncomfortable. Here is your full translated text. 1. Be ready to embrace change. Leo is always proactive in everything, but this time you may feel like you are not entirely in control of the direction. The things you were once certain about may be turned upside down, or at the very least need to be reevaluated. Some past opportunities may no longer be suitable, and previous ambitions may need adjustments to become more realistic. If something no longer inspires you, perhaps it's time to ask yourself a serious question. Do I truly want to continue on this path? This is the phase to let go of things that no longer hold value, even if they were once your greatest pride. Remember, letting go is not a failure. It is a strategy for moving forward. Once you dare to release what no longer serves you, you create space for new opportunities to emerge. Opportunities that can lead you to a better version of yourself. 2. Reevaluate career and financial direction. Career and reputation are always significant aspects of a Leo's life. You don't just want success, you want to be seen, recognized, and respected. However, during this period, your perception of yourself and your career may shift. Are you pursuing something purely for fame, or does it genuinely hold meaning for you? Do you feel stuck in an outdated image that no longer reflects who you truly are? Now is the time to ask these questions, because if you don't, the universe will put you in situations that force you to face them. Financial matters may also require attention. Are you spending or investing in a truly sustainable way? Are you so focused on building your reputation that you overlook your personal financial foundation? This is the time to restructure long-term plans. Avoid impulsive decisions, and view your career from a more practical perspective. 3. Prioritize health and emotional balance. The pressure of change can lead to exhaustion, both physically and mentally. The lunar eclipse in Virgo emphasizes the need for balance between work and well-being, reminding you that inner stability is just as important as external achievements. Are you getting enough sleep? Is your body signaling something that you've been ignoring? Does your current lifestyle support your creativity and natural energy? Now is the time to reassess. It's not just physical health. Your emotions also need attention. Are you suppressing fears and inner wounds just because you don't want to admit vulnerability? Remember, true strength does not come from hiding emotions, but from having the courage to face them. Find ways to reconnect with yourself, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in a quiet space. When you learn to listen to your body and mind, you'll realize that Leo's power isn't just about external expression, but also about deep self-understanding. 4. Learn to let go of control. Leo always wants to be in charge, but sometimes the best thing you can do is learn to let go. Not everything will go according to plan, and that doesn't mean you are failing. You might feel frustrated when changes come beyond your control, but this is an essential lesson. Learn to accept change as part of the journey. When you stop trying to control everything, you will see that new doors are opening, leading to paths you never considered before. Instead of fighting change, ask yourself, how can I make the most of this? How can I turn challenges into opportunities? A truly powerful Leo is not someone who controls everything, but someone who knows how to adapt, transform, and rise above any situation. I know that these days may bring a mix of emotions, excitement, anxiety, and even doubt. But remember, you are not here to remain the same forever. You are here to grow, to become a stronger version of yourself. Are you feeling these changes? Are you thinking about what needs to be released, about the next steps to take? Hold on to those thoughts, because in the next section, I will guide you on how to actively use this energy, not just to adapt to change, but to turn it into a stepping stone toward an even more glorious phase of your life. The energy of this moment does not just bring challenges, it also opens the door for you to take control of your transformation in a more powerful way. Leo is not the type to passively wait for change to happen. You don't just adapt to circumstances, you shape them. So instead of letting these astrological movements push you passively, harness them to create transformation on your own terms. One of the most effective ways to do this is by performing a release ritual. There are things that have become outdated and no longer serve you. It could be a fear, a relationship that has lost its connection, or even a habit you know you need to let go of. Write them down on paper, be honest with yourself, and when you burn that paper under the full moonlight, watch the flames carry away what no longer belongs to you, not as a superstitious act, but as a declaration to yourself that you are ready to turn the page. Beyond letting go, you also need to reconnect with yourself. Leo is a sign of light, but that light does not come solely from being recognized by others. It comes from believing in yourself and in the path you are walking. This is the time to pause and listen to your inner voice. Meditation does not mean sitting still and thinking about nothing. It is an opportunity to face yourself without distractions from the outside world. Try something simple. Sit in a quiet space, close your eyes, and ask yourself, what do I truly want? Am I on the right path? Is there something I am avoiding? You may be surprised by the answers that come from within. Your intuition is stronger now than ever. Let it guide you, instead of allowing your ego to control every decision. Another important element is cleansing both your physical and mental space. When you go through major changes, the energy around you also needs to be refreshed. Look around your space. Are there things you keep simply out of habit, even though they no longer hold meaning? Are there corners of your home that have been untouched for too long? Just like your inner self, your environment needs purification to create clarity and openness. It's not just about physical space. Your mind also needs cleansing. High-frequency music, natural sounds, or simply spending time in a peaceful environment can help you regain balance. Remember, your mind reflects your surroundings, so don't let outdated things delay your growth. Finally, something many overlook: how you approach relationships during this period. When internal changes become overwhelming, we often feel the urge to withdraw, to distance ourselves from those who have hurt us or remind us of our unfinished struggles. But try seeing it from a different perspective. Could these people be bringing an important lesson? Someone from your past may return, not to disrupt your life, but to offer you another chance to resolve unfinished business. It could be an old friend, a colleague, or even a past romantic relationship that left you questioning things, not to bring you back together, but to give you an opportunity to see if you have truly moved forward. Revisiting relationships does not mean clinging to them, but if something remains unresolved, have the courage to face it. Don't be afraid to say what you never dared to say before. Don't be afraid to end things that need closure. Leo does not run away. You confront. And that is how you turn this moment into a breakthrough for greater growth, strength, and clarity about your future. So, are you feeling this energy affecting you? Do you recognize what in your life needs to be cleansed? What needs to be released? In the next section, I will help you understand how to sustain this energy so that it is not just a temporary shift, but a solid foundation for your journey ahead. You have traveled a long road, experienced both highs and challenges, and now the universe is placing you before a new doorway. But before stepping through, there is one thing to remember. To move forward, you must lighten the weight of what has become burdensome. This is not just the end of a cycle, it is an opportunity to be reborn, stronger and more authentic. What no longer fits, a job, a relationship, an outdated mindset, will naturally fall away, not because you are losing, but because you are making space for what truly deserves to enter. I know that change is not always easy, especially for a Leo, a sign that takes pride in its stability and strength. But think about this. Does true strength come from stubbornly holding on, or from courageously letting go when you know that something better is waiting ahead? The universe does not close a door without opening a new path, and that path is only for those brave enough to take the next step. Are you ready not just to adapt to change, but to lead it, so that you don't just step into a new chapter, but shine brighter than ever before? Remember, you were not born to be hidden in the shadows. You were born to shine in your own sky. This moment is not just a turning point. It is an opportunity for you to become the greatest version of yourself. And only you can decide that.